We have no financial interest whatsoever. Just think of a capsular complication in cataract surgery where you have already taken a lot longer than usual and now you have to place the tedious and time-consuming scleral fixated IOL. It is a nightmare, right? Not anymore. Presenting the revolutionary patented design and uncomplicated effortless technique of the Rana and Shah's self-sustaining Scleral Tuck IOL. Scleral Tuck IOL is designed to simplify the complex surgery of scleral fixated IOL and reduce the cost significantly. This design of next generation of scleral fixated intraocular lens is inspired from the price tag label on clothes. Scleral Tuck IOL is made up of 4 different parts: flipper, neck, haptics, and optic. Flipper is the major innovative idea and a crucial part in the design of the lens. It is meant to come out of 20 gauges sclerotomy and stay out in scleral pockets. Flipper is thick and partially rigid to stay out of sclerotomy permanently. It has an eyelet by which we can engage the flipper with 20 gauge vitreous forceps, and it can also be used at the time of uncertainty to suture it on sclera. Flipper is larger than 20 gauge sclerotomy. So, once it is out, it can't go back in, and before closing, it should be checked twice that flipper is completely out. Neck. It is meant to stay at sclerotomy port. It is a bit smaller than the size of 20 gauge. It is quite stretchable and is helpful in the placement of flipper and also at the time of checking position of the flipper. It is transition between flipper and haptic. It is stretchable and gives strength and support to the whole lens. Haptics. These haptics are stretchable and can take shape accordingly. Haptics in this lens are 4-point fixated and not like conventional lenses with 2-point fixation. Due to 4-point fixation, it is highly stable and pseudophacodonesis is very minimal. Optic. Optic in Scleral Tuck IOL is 6 mm in size, which is large enough to cover even a mesopic pupil and even a case of misalignment of sclerotomies as well. It is foldable and can be easily inserted from phaco main port. Implantation of Scleral Tuck IOL. Placing of the Scleral Tuck IOL is an effortless technique. We inject the IOL in anterior chamber with injector and place it on iris. Lens is then rotated in horizontal position, and then the eyelet of the flipper is engaged with the help of 20 gauge vitreous forceps and flipper is pulled out of sclerotomy. Same thing is repeated on the other side. Once flipper is out, it is checked twice. Now let's see the real-life implantation of the Scleral Tuck IOL. Advantages of Scleral Tuck IOL: no suture, no glue, self-sustaining. This is a major breakthrough in surgical implantation of scleral fixated IOLs. As the name says, it is self-sustaining. There is no need of non-reusable materials like suture or glue. Simple in design. Easy to implant. It is foldable, so it can be implanted from clear corneal phaco main port also. Minimal learning curve. Anyone with knowledge of anterior vitrectomy can do it. No need of sutures or glue, so it is cost-effective. Larger optic, which is large enough to cover even a mesopic pupil and even in a case of misalignment of sclerotomies. Haptics have 4-point fixations, so minimal pseudophacodonesis. Flipper is rigid to stay in the position for longer time. Less surgical time, less corneal damage, hence good post-op outcome. Rana and Shah's self-sustaining Scleral Tuck IOL is the next generation of scleral fixated IOLs. It is safe, simple, effortless, cost-effective and reliable alternate to contemporary scleral fixated IOLs. It can be implanted by any anterior segment surgeon with little knowledge of anterior vitrectomy. Scleral Tuck IOL is a revolutionary innovation in the field of scleral fixated IOL surgery and will change the course of the future.